Good evening. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5. Our local story starts here. Here are some of the stories we're working on covering this afternoon. A violent confrontation on I-75 caught the attention of multiple 911 callers, and a roundabout is coming to Berea. We've got all the details on that. And Wayne County Amber Alert ends with an arrest. These are just a few of the stories we're working. You can stay tuned right here. Now let's jump right into our big story of the day. But first, we have some breaking news we're going to bring you. A police officer has reportedly been shot this Monday afternoon in the Olive Hill area. That's near Moorhead. That's according to the Olive Hill Police Department. The incident, reported around 3:15 p.m., happened on Scott Street. Police say the shot came from a wooded area and the suspect was not seen. There is no physical description of the suspect at this time. We do know that that officer is being airlifted to a hospital in Huntington, West Virginia. The extent of the injuries is unknown, but we're told that that officer was alert and talking as he was being transported. Police are doing an all-call with different departments at the scene for the suspect, who of course is on the run at this time. The officer was not on a call at the time he was shot. Kentucky State Police have issued a public safety alert for those in that area. All residents and businesses are to shelter in place in the downtown Olive Hill area until told otherwise. That is Mill Street, T-Tom Hall Boulevard, Route 2 are also shelter in place according to KSP. They are saying do not leave your home or business. This is a safety issue. Stay off the streets. KSP public safety alert. And of course, we're following for developments all this evening. Stay tuned to WBONTV.com for all of those updates as they become available. Scary situation there. Moving on to our big story of the day. Sunday evening around 6:30 p.m., multiple calls came into 911 concerning two men assaulting each other in a red Mercedes traveling south on I-75 in Madison County. 911 operators were able to ping the location near the 77-mile marker. One of the men involved in the confrontation was also calling 911 and eventually met officers at his father's residence at 425 Whitehall Drive in Madison County. After responding to the scene, officers reported still hearing a domestic argument that they made as they made contact with the subjects through the back door of the home. According to the citation, the father and son got into a violent fight while driving down the interstate concerning the treatment of the son's mother by the father. The officers report both men were covered in blood and a strong odor of alcohol was present on both as well. Both men were treated by the EMS, and officers say due to their conflicting statements, they were unable to determine who was the primary aggressor. As a result, both 53-year-old Keith Whitaker and 29-year-old Darius Whitaker of Berea were lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. They are both charged with public intoxication in the public place of the 4th degree. Well, big news for the city of Berea. They've never had a roundabout before, but they'll be getting one soon at the intersection of Highway 1016 and the Berea bypass. It was announced last Tuesday. While the solution was not the city administration's first choice for traffic control, state transportation officials expect it will significantly reduce the risk of fatalities at the intersection of the two state highways. Residents may recall there was a traffic fatality on the first phase of the Berea bypass at Mady Road shortly after the road was completed. At the time, the intersection was only controlled with stop signs until local officials lobbied for the installation of traffic lights. On Friday, Mayor Bruce Fraley said it was his hope to avoid the same fatal mistake. When we were first briefed by the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, we were advised that there would be 2 stop signs. I requested a traffic signal. The state advised that traffic lights do not drastically reduce the number of accidents, and they did not favor putting a traffic light there, Fraley explained. Instead, they felt the roundabout is a better option for the intersection due to speed with 2 state highways coming together, and that they had successfully installed roundabouts on other locations that similarly situated intersections. Fraley noted that while the decision is up to the state, the roundabout solution seems more likely to help the city avoid fatal accidents like the one at the first phase of the bypass. Well, Friday night around 8:30, Richmond police discovered an injured man in the area of Edwards and 3rd Street in Richmond, allegedly covered in blood from an apparent stab wound to his arm. The victim was taken to Baptist Health Richmond for his wounds. Officers report following the blood trail that led back to a residence at 414 Turpin Drive, apartment 2. There they located blood on the front door and then secured the residence and the occupants inside. Police report finding 37-year-old Mikey Evans inside that residence with blood on him and his clothing. The officer's report states the apartment looked freshly mopped and the floors were still wet. One of the residents of the apartment did agree to speak with police and identified Evans as the one who stabbed the victim. Officers then executed a search warrant for the residence where they recovered a couple of knives. They also discovered blood splatter around the front door and on furniture near the area. Officers then interviewed Evans and say Evans did acknowledge an altercation with the victim, but they say Evans stated the man appeared to be already injured when he entered the residence. Evans denied stabbing the victim and denied having knowledge about how or when he was stabbed. Evans was transported to the Madison County Detention Center and charged with assault 2nd degree and tampering with physical evidence. Well, Kentuckians all across the state were alarmed in the early morning hours again this Saturday with an Amber Alert notification. Following this alert, a Wayne County woman was arrested for the kidnapping of her 7-month-old baby and subject of that Amber Alert. On Friday, the Wayne County Juvenile Court issued an order for removal of 39-year-old Shelley Lair's baby after finding that the child was in immediate danger due to the failure or refusal of Lair to provide safety for that child. The order granted custody of the baby to the Cabinet for Family and Health Services. Officials said that the baby was last seen with Lair. After several hours of searching, police issued an Amber Alert shortly before midnight on Friday. According to the Wayne County Sheriff, the baby was eventually found at the home of Shelley Lair around 4 a.m. after being checked several times by police. Following a standoff and several hours of failed negotiations, the owner of the residence came and unlocked the door of the house for police. Lair and the baby were found in the back room of the home. 7-month-old Jocelyn Lair was put into the custody of the Cabinet for Health and Family Services, and Shelley Lair has been placed in the Wayne County Detention Center. Her charges include terroristic threatening 3rd degree, wanton endangerment, kidnapping, and resisting arrest. She was scheduled to be arraigned this morning in the Wayne County District Court. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Rainy weekend. Looking for a forecast for the rest of this week. We'll have Sam Ryan in the Weather Center right after this.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Roll Tribe.
Here's a message from the Richmond Fire Department. Fire moves fast. That's why you need to plan ahead to potentially save your life or someone else's. You may only have 3 minutes or less to escape once a fire starts in your home. Take these steps to help increase your survival rate. Install working smoke alarms. Close all the doors inside your home and create and practice a fire safety plan. Doing these tips can help prepare for and keep your family safe in the event of a fire.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements. which we warranty for 20 years. Fast flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program works to protect our waterways from pollution and to help citizens with stormwater runoff and flooding. Stormwater is the rain and snow that runs off rooftops, roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces that cannot absorb water, which affects water quality. The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program is dedicated to helping its citizens understand what stormwater is and its impacts on our watersheds and waterways. For more info, visit buildrichmondky.com and click on the Stormwater tab.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Welcome back to Live at 5 here on WBON Channel 9. A pretty cool start to our Monday this morning with all that rain yesterday. We've got meteorologist Sam Ryan in the Weather Center to give us a look at the week ahead.
Hi, thanks Gwendolyn, and welcome everyone to the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. Again, I'm meteorologist Sam Ryan. As we look outside, plenty of those puffy clouds drifting on through. As we went through our Monday afternoon, we have an upper low parked over Michigan, and that's going to remain there, keeping most of the storms just to our north. We'll have little disturbances embedded within that counterclockwise circulation, so it maintains that storm chance primarily just to our north. We're kind of on the southern periphery of it. This will hold in place and then slowly move up into New England and move out, allowing some fronts to track through and bring in a little bit higher chances at some showers and storms in here by around Saturday. So looking at the forecast the rest of this evening, we'll see those temperatures falling down into the upper 40s, keeping things nice and dry out there. We have low humidity levels, and so we're looking at the cooler overnight. It's a little crisp as we head out the door Tuesday morning. Notice Tuesday and into Wednesday, some of those storms, again, we're just on the southern periphery of that. Can't rule out a stray shower sneaking its way in, maybe towards Lexington. We should stay dry, though, here through 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Again, a drier stretch of weather. The humidity will slowly be on the rise as we head into the weekend. Again, that front tapping into some of that moisture by Saturday. I think a little bit higher chance at some showers and storms then. Meanwhile, lows out the door. I mentioned a little chilly to start off our morning Tuesday. We'll be up to around 48 degrees, and then daytime highs about 7 degrees below the average, up to around 76 degrees. Average high is 83 for our Tuesday. And we'll see partly cloudy skies again. A lot of those fair weather cumulus clouds developing. A little warmer into the day Wednesday, along with it slightly higher humidity. And we are expecting above average temperatures as we look 1 to 2 days out, or 1 to 2 weeks out, and above average precipitation. So notice things turn more unsettled as we head into the end of the week and into the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, finally getting some rainfall in the area. Gwendolyn?
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. The Kentucky State Police Post 12 is currently investigating a fatal collision that took place on July 9th at approximately 4 p.m. The incident occurred at the 64-mile marker of the Bluegrass Parkway, that's in Woodford County. The collision involved a 2015 Ford Explorer driven by Justin Vanderwater, who was traveling west on the parkway. Vanderwater veered into the emergency lane and struck a pedestrian who was attempting to secure cargo on a trailer. The pedestrian, identified as Heather M. Sowers, a 44-year-old resident of Nicholasville, was pronounced dead at the scene. Justin Vanderwater was arrested and taken into custody at the Woodford County Detention Center. That investigation is still ongoing. Vanderwater is facing the following charges: driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol, first offense; wanton endangerment, first degree; vehicular homicide. The accident remains under investigation by the Kentucky State Police. Well, a Boonville woman is currently being investigated for multiple counts of rape and sodomy while under employment at the Laurel County Correctional Center. According to indictment documents, Beverly Campbell has been charged by a grand jury with 2 counts of rape and 3 counts of sodomy by engaging in sexual activity with an inmate of the Laurel County Correctional Center. The incidences occurred in late September of 2022. Campbell is currently being held in the Laurel County Correctional Center while the investigation is ongoing. Well, residents of Mount Sterling woke up to Ku Klux Klan recruitment flyers on their front lawns and driveways over the weekend. That happened Sunday morning. Our media partner, LEX 18, reported the discovery of 8 flyers along Holly Hills Drive with messages like, "The KKK wants you." Similar flyers were also found on nearby streets in Mount Sterling and Paris. Roger Canaster, a Mount Sterling resident, expressed fear upon finding the flyer and immediately discarded it. The flyers provided contact information for a presumed KKK chapter and contained strong political statements, including references to a KKK neighborhood watch. Whit Whitaker, the president of the Lexington NAACP, highlighted that racist groups exploit people's fears and concerns, exacerbating issues. He expressed his disgust and referred to the KKK members as cowards. Whitaker expressed concerns about the line on the flyer urging people to report crime and drug dealers to the KKK, fearing that it implies the Klan will take matters into their own hands instead of involving police. According to Sergeant Mike Price at the Mount Sterling Police, the department is not investigating the flyers, considering it to be an unfounded issue. Although they received a report, it appeared that all the flyers had been removed, leaving no evidence. LEX 18 discovered flyers in one of 2 subdivisions where viewers reported finding them. Whitaker expressed concerns that only 1 person reported the incident to police, emphasizing the importance of taking the issue seriously and urging more community members to stand up against such movements. It's essential to address and confront the presence of racist groups in order to prevent their growth and impact on the community. Well, a Georgetown man is facing charges of rape, sodomy, and intimidating a participant in the legal process. The arrest took place after police responded to a report of a suspicious dark-colored SUV at the 5100 block of Euclid Avenue. Upon locating the vehicle, officers discovered Bryce P. Burns, 26 of Georgetown, in the back seat with a female. When questioned about their presence, Burns claimed that they were watching a movie inside the vehicle. During the investigations, officers spoke with the girl, who was partially undressed, and she revealed that Burns had instructed her to falsify her age as 18 years old. However, it was revealed that she was only 15 and had met Burns on a social media app called Wiz, where her profile clearly identified her as 15. The girl further disclosed that she believed Burns to be 17 years old. According to the girl, she had been communicating with Burns on Snapchat, and he had driven to Louisville to meet her. She stated that she willingly entered his car and parked at the location where the 2 were discovered by officers. The arrest report states the girl admitted to engaging in several sexual acts with Burns. Police also noted that Burns shouted at the girl, instructing her to stop communicating with law enforcement. Burns has been booked into the Louisville Metro Correctional Center and is scheduled for arraignment. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got Dawson Roll. He is up next with sports.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow. Did you know Markham & Wallace Hospital offers speech therapy for both adults and pediatrics? Why travel north when you can get the care you need right here in Irvine? Adult speech therapy focuses on the assessment and treatment of speech, language, thinking, and swallowing problems. Pediatric speech helps children communicate effectively by assisting with the improvement of their verbal and nonverbal language skills. For more info about the speech therapy department, call 606-723-8235 at Mercy Health, Markham & Wallace Hospital.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA CSEP at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Models boys basketball finally has a new head coach, and a football camp is getting started later this week right down there at Madison Southern. All that and lots more right here with sports with Dawson Rule.
Good Monday to y'all. Today, sports will feature a big coaching announcement and some other various information. Starting out with something new, the 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Richmond Club was back in action again at Fuji BJJ in Lexington. This tournament, held once a year, attracts many jiu-jitsu enthusiasts from across the region, featuring intense matches and remarkable achievements by the competitors. The Richmond 10th Planet team was super in their showing, bringing home 21 gold medals and finishing in second place overall in team competition. One standout competitor who stole the spotlight was Natalie Wells, a remarkable 12-year-old 8th grade student from Madison Middle. Natalie earned gold in her youth divisions. Despite her age, Natalie fearlessly entered the adult intermediate division as well, where she triumphed with an outstanding display of skill and determination. Another remarkable accomplishment came from Carter Swords, whose exceptional performance earned him the coveted top point score for the entire event. In a single match, Carter displayed unmatched dominance, scoring an incredible 43 points, securing his place at the #1 spot. Congrats to these young and older Jiu-Jitsu 10th Planet team members here in Richmond. Model boys basketball finally has their new coach. Chris Evans is stepping into the role and will begin coaching and getting the team ready for off-season conditioning real soon. Today, the announcement was officially made, so let's see some moments from Coach Evans being introduced.
I'm originally from Rockcastle County. That's where I played my high school basketball at. From there, I went to Union for a semester, and then I transferred to Alice Lord while I finished up. I've been playing basketball my whole life. Since I was big enough to dribble a ball. I've loved basketball and kind of just went wherever it took me, type deal. As far as college, I went to college just trying to, of course, to get education, but also to get some experience to help me with coaching later on. And then from there, I did some middle school work. I volunteered some at Rockcastle while I was finishing up my student teaching. Then I was at Southern Pulaski in Somerset for a couple years before I went to Frederick Douglass. I was there 4 years. My first year I was freshman coach. And then the last 3 years I was a JV coach there and an assistant on varsity. We had some success there. We first region tournament appearance. We won the district 3 years in a row. And then the last 2 years there we lost in the region championship game. And then last year I made a change over to Great Crossing where I was the head assistant and the JV coach there. We also won we won the district there, and then we was region semifinals. So there's only one way to play the game, no matter where you're at, no matter what jersey you have on, and that's the thing that I expect here at Model as well. And we're going to be fun to watch, but it's going to take a little time to get them playing the way I want to play, and me to learn them and learn everybody here and get the thing going where we want it to go.
Model boys basketball got a good one, I can tell. One more reminder, it's the last couple days to register for the Future Eagles football camp this Thursday and Friday down at Madison Southern. It's for kindergarten through 8th graders and will only cost $30, which is pretty inexpensive. Your child will also receive a camp t-shirt and time to learn from coaches and players. So sign up today and be a part of this great local football camp. That's all for sports today. Tonight we have the Monday night Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, where it's just going to be myself and JT Elliott hosting. So tune in. This is Dawson Rule with the best sports coverage in Madison County.
WBON TV9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's first TV channel, available on Spectrum Channel 712, Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Channel 9.1 over the air. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At WBON TV9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5. How about a feel-good story to end us today? Thanks to the Lexington Fayette Animal Care and Control and a Good Samaritan, an adventurous ferret was rescued near a downtown neighborhood. According to Animal Care and Control, a few weeks ago, a loose ferret was spotted running around the neighborhood. With the help of an unnamed individual, the little critter was captured before being transferred to the Lexington Humane Society. The ferret, named Churi, was recently been adopted into a loving home. If you see an animal in need, you can always call the office of Lexington Fayette Animal Care and Control. And of course, those are available in any county. Look at that cute little face right there. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you right back here tomorrow, Live at 5.